We have never spoken about stress in our life, mental or physical stress. We have been traveling for 53 years performing now. We may not look so old, but we have been performing for 50 to 53 years now. So, the amount of travels we have done, we have never. What? You are younger than that, I know. So, what I'm trying to tell you is that the way people look at life today as very strenuous, as very hard, lot of struggle, so much of negativity around. Life is not that. It's just that we have to train from our childhood the art of disciplining ourselves. Discipline is not a bad word. Discipline is your best friend. If you are disciplined, you can express yourself with lot of freedom. Freedom without discipline is disaster.
Welcome to the show. Here, I speak with experts and experts at life in heartfelt conversations designed to help us pause, choose intentionality over hustle, and discover joy, meaning, and connection in our everyday lives. Two brothers, one is the other's guru. 53 years of playing together without burning out. You'd expect ego, competition, complexity. Instead, groundedness, laughter, and radical simplicity. Ganesh and Kumaresh's secret isn't just talent, it's sadhana, the practice that builds resilience and growth mindset. This conversation will change how you think about mastery and life itself. Thank you so much, first of all, for making the time. I'm a Bengali married to a Tamilian, so that's how I'm exposed to your music, and I'm one of those uninitiated ones.
I think that's the best way to listen to music because the more you know, the less you will like the music.
So instead of experiencing music, you start trying to decipher music.
I have seen some of your interviews and I see a lot of banter between the two of you. Ganesh ji, what's your favorite thing about Kumaresh ji?
Favorite thing is about his laughter and the adventurism that he always is in that fearless mode and the advice part.
Advice part.
Yeah.
Oh, advice. Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, that's a loaded one, okay?
So then what is something that annoys you about him?
No, no, nothing. Just
Nothing.
yeah. What
That is
annoys
hard to
me is
believe, Ganesh ji. Something must be there.
No,
yeah. What
that is
annoys
the
me is that when he was younger, I used to tell him to practice. He would run away.
And what about you, Kumaresh ji? What is your
um,
favorite thing?
see, Ganesh Ji is a very fun-loving guy. He's very mischievous, but everything comes through his music.
Mm-hmm.
His seriousness, his romanticism for life, his passion for life, everything is music for him. So if you just listen to his music, you'll be blissed out. He's a very intense musician,
Mm.
very passionate about his music. So that is the biggest inspiration and biggest challenge for me. Playing with him, I will not know what's going to come next. So I have to be always on because he used to practice, not used to, he still practices at least 100 times more than what I do. He's also my guru in many ways because he has showed me the nuance, aesthetic dynamics, the real essence of what music is.
Mm.
You can learn a lot of songs, you can learn ragas, you can learn compositions, kritis, that you can learn. But then there is something deeper about music to show you that, but just to guide you into that. That is important. So I learned it from him. So with him around, I can do a lot of things. I can get away with lot of things also.
And annoying? Is there anything annoying about him?
You are very serious, intense. So when we are having a conversation, he'll be so passionate about it that if we have a different viewpoint, that viewpoint has to be given very slowly. It has to be, there is another thing that we can look up, because for him, that one point will have 100, just 100 kind of different ways of putting. His mind will be, because he'll be so intense and so passionate about his thought, very convinced about it. So, which is great. So, to bring in another, hey, this another thing that we have to be very careful about how we bring it in. But he's a very open-minded person. Comes out later on of sometime. He said, "Yeah, maybe you have a point." He'll come back to that. But
How
during the
long does that take?
conversation, because the guru also takes over there.
You were discussing that you're collaborating together, you guys have worked with so many other great musicians as well. What have you figured out is the right way to collaborate so that you're sort of taking everybody's inputs in and then finally honing into what works best? Have you figured some
There is
method?
there is no right way to collaborate.
There's
You,
no formula.
you just have to be comfortable. Open mind, listen to people, say what you have to say, and work out a beautiful give and take, and ultimately see that the whatever you are doing, it is meaningful. You should like what you are doing. That's
Yeah.
very important. Otherwise, the magic won't be there. Many people say that "Yeah, you are lucky, you do what you want to do." It's not so easy.
Yeah.
Even a software engineer, he loves being a software engineer. But is he doing what he likes to do in that? That's what is more
Mm.
important. Just
Right.
figure that out. There's a lot of collaboration which we don't do. A
Mm.
lot of collaboration we do.
Right. Kumaresh ji, you were talking about when Ganesh ji were talking about the
Ah,
fact that ha,
I just want to make sure he's Ganesh, I am
I
Kumaresh.
know, I know, I know. I'm looking.
And
Now it's much easier for you. You are lucky.
uh, before, before,
I know,
before,
I know, I know, I know what you're talking about. But still, you do look different, but not just because of the hair.
no, you have no
You
clue
don't
about all
know.
people.
You really, really don't know about it.
Really? Why don't you tell me a fun
Oh my
story
God.
about
There
this?
is so many of his friends who will come and talk to me as if it is he that they are
Oh,
talking to. Then after some time he will come. Then I'll say, wait, my friend, look back. He's just coming. Oh my God, I got it all wrong.
oh, wow,
So many
wow.
times it's happened.
And they put me in trouble because I would have told everything about me to him by that time.
So you were talking about liking what you do. I was reading about how you started so early at 3 and 2. A lot of us, I would say, are not so fortunate to have figured out this early what we want to do in life. Do you believe in a stated purpose? Do you think we should have, or human beings have a stated, like a purpose, a goal, something like that? Do you think that exists?
If you had asked me this question about 10 years back, I would have answered it anyway because it depended on what I felt. But
Right.
right now, because I'm teaching quite a bit of young kids, I see that they have a lot of passion for music. Also, because their parents are putting a lot of effort into them understanding music, listening to music, and when they play, they want to do good. So they set a goal,
Mm-hmm.
doing a performance, even a 10-minute performance, 15 minutes. It actually disciplines them, makes them focus. They value the practice of repetition, which is
Mm-hmm.
the most important aspect of music. In the older days, there are many ways to repeat. There even memorize. Now there are only in two genres that there are repetitions. One is sports and another is art. So I think this repetition gives a lot of discipline and focus to any child. And with the goal in front of them, I think they go miles and they apply this as a life skill. And with that, I feel that even in their academics, they go do really well.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see how they get on stage and do well and they are happy and they want to do again, they do that again. So this, I've heard from the parents that this is instill a confidence in them and to do well in their academics also. And they say they repeat the same formula of the repetition concept. even as a child, if you set goals, I mean, small goals like 1 month goal, 3 months goals, I think it is going to help the kid a lot in getting new experiences in life and also become more responsible and disciplined focused. Just this is actually life skill that they can go ahead in their life when they are adult.
Right, right. Kumaresh, would you like to add something?
So you're talking about purpose, right?
Right.
The purpose will be to understand what we are, who we are. But the access point is not available for us easily to get there. But as Anna said, the discipline, that the focus of human mind is less than that of a goldfish. But you will not believe, when we learnt music or still learning, we don't notate. We don't have notations. We learned only by listening, repetitive. So when we learn a composition, we used to play it for 100, 200, 300, 500 times. So we still remember the composition which we learned when we were 5 or 6. I would say that the way we were brought up, our generation, when we were young, it is far, far, far better to face life than the way kids are brought up today. Today, kids are not brought up to face life. They are brought up to run away from life. We have never spoken about stress in our life, mental or physical stress. We have been traveling for 53 years performing now. We may not look so old, but we have been performing for 50 to 53 years now. So the amount of travels we have done, we have never, what? You are no, you are younger than that, I know. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the way uh, people look at life today as very strenuous, as very hard, lot of struggle, so much of negativity around. Life is not that. It's just that we have to train from our childhood the art of disciplining ourselves. Discipline is not a bad word. Discipline is your best friend. If you are disciplined, you can express yourself with lot of freedom. Freedom without discipline is disaster. So once you have the discipline, as Anna said, purpose will open up itself to you. You can see your purpose in life.
When you were kids, what were you told? What do you think is the right way for probably inculcating this discipline now, that as children?
First and foremost, stop aping the West for everything. When we were young, we used to get a punishment called Dorbik Karnam, meaning you catch your ears like this and do squat in front of Lord Ganesha. Today, you go to US, the same thing is called as super brain yoga. Children doesn't know what is right, what is wrong. A parents, they will know what is good for the child, what is not good for the child. Accept the fact that you will not get everything that you want. You have to earn it. Our father, that is the way he made us what we are today. There is no entitlement. You should definitely be affectionate to your child, but then disciplining is very important.
What I would say is, when we were very young, my father, our guru and our dad, um, was very particular that we practice a lot. And after a point, for me, it was more like a fish taking to water. It was very easy for me to go that way. Yeah, for some years or some months or something, I was feeling bad that Kumaresh was outside playing and I was playing violin. But that was only very short lived for me, because the more I shut the door and went inside, I should not say practice because that becomes very rough, sadhana. So I went into that and I was able to get something out of it, yes, which I gave it to Kumaresh ji. Because in the end, why are we learning a composition? Like we are learning a composition ultimately to know the raga. when you keep on repeating, or when you keep on doing the sadhana, what happens is the raga comes to you.
Mhm.
The raga will come on to you and you will become the raga. So the swaras uh, will dance with you. You can map the swaras in front of you. You can see the swaras dancing in front of you. So that's possible only when you are shut out from everything and do that sadhana. You shut yourself, no distractions. Because the problem is today there are a lot of distractions. For us, we didn't even have a TV. So that was a great boon that
What a
way.
wonderful time.
My dad would say, earn it yourself. That's what
And
he
we
did.
had
He said, earn it yourself. And then, so that is another story, that we earned it actually. And he was surprised that we earned it. And he said, wow, why did I even say that?
What age was that at?
That
I
was 10 years old or something. I was 10 or 11 and Kumaresh Ji was about 9. I'll tell you the story. When we were about that age, 11, 12, we were playing a concert at a temple. When you are child prodigies, all those names and all, or child children, and you play and you are supposed to play well and all that, there'll be a huge crowd. The temple was completely jam packed, and it was towards the end of the concert. I can't forget this. There was this guy who was more like a villager, like who has just a dhoti and a turban. And he came in and he removed the turban and he said, you are whatever he said, and then put 5-10 rupees in on the stage and he went away. You won't believe. After he did it, there were 100, 200 people who came and gave us money. You
That's
won't
how you bought
believe
the
it.
TV?
Yeah, we got about. You won't. I'm talking about 75, 76. Okay. We got about 1,000 bucks on that day just by those kind of donations.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
story.
Then we said, Appa, this is it. You have to get us a TV.
This
So,
is
what I'm trying to say is that we were very lucky to even get to that stage, because as children, we were very popular. And then at every stage of our career, we got the breaks, whatever is necessary. Otherwise, it is not an easy profession at all. Because as violin duo, as a violin player, it's very difficult to establish as some musician of caliber, even if you're good. Through this, what I'm trying to say is, if we do the sadhana will help you in your profession, whatever profession you do. If you really work hard, there is always fruit at the end of it, and for which we need discipline and focus.
there's so much to unpack here, but one of the things that I picked up when I'm looking at your interviews, even now you were talking about good luck in your career, etc. The virtuosity that the both of you have and the humility that you have, I think that's another problem with our generation, that there is no humility. I mean, I am a nobody and I've got access to the two of you so easily. I'm still sort of dumbfounded. But how do you think one can develop real humility?
I don't know. I think it comes with surrendering to your guru. If you surrender and do the bidding of your guru when you learn, because the guru gives everything to you without you asking.
Mm.
That is the greatness of the guru, right? And especially our dad, because he was our dad, we don't have to ask. He gave us everything that he knew. I mean, for which we are really grateful for it. And I think that's where I feel we have to develop that quality of it. Some people have argued that humility is not good. But for me, at least, I feel that you should develop that aspect of surrendering to your guru when you learn. The good vibration, the good energy from your guru comes to you and he blesses with all his heart.
I
yeah, yeah.
didn't want to ask you that if somebody looked at your journey, they could have said you have peaked. You have peaked hundreds of times, but you have such a great learning mindset. And this is going back to the conversation that we've been having, right? That it's a journey. However, in our life, if you think about how regular people live their lives, they say you first crack 10th, then you crack 12th, then you do engineering, then you do MBA, then you're sorted, and then that's it. right? And that's it. That's where learning stops. But and things that you're talking about, values, character, discipline, focus, these are things. And the fact that as long as you're alive, there are things to learn. You both embody that. How can
You
one?
see, as Anna said, music teaches you that because it is a never-ending abyss. Once you get the taste of music, it keeps on. Oh my God, there is so much we can do, so much to explore. There is so much to understand. We are nothing. So music, I think, teaches you that kind of a thought process where you're always a student. Before getting on stage, we just pray that whoever comes here today for the concert, let all of them have a great time when they go back.
That was really, really amazing. Ganesh ji, would you want to add something else?
We should just thank our stars that we are still performing and we are still wanted by organizers everywhere, and we can pick and choose what we want to do and all that. It's a great blessing, I think. Thanks to our gurus, thanks to our spiritual masters, our spiritual gurus, our Mahaperiva, Periva, everyone, all saints and sages who have come, we're all blessed us all the time. I mean, we are just gifted, I think. We are just privileged.
Thanks so much for tuning in. I look forward to your comments and feedback. Before you go, can I ask for a favor? If you like the show, would you consider subscribing? It's an easy way to support us, and we promise to keep doing what we're doing and try and do even better. Thank you.